Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
I'm Jerry.
And I'm Linda.
You've heard about the cold snap down here. We're right in the middle of it. It's 35 degrees currently. It's going to get up to a high of 55 today, though, so that's a little bit of a respite from the cold temperatures. We've had some damage on our plants. We didn't cover up anything. A lot of people did. We're going to take a ride in the golf cart.
With the sides up. And for those of you that are moving here, make sure you bring a heavy coat. You're going to need it.
Don't give the Salvation Army all your coats. You may need one. Because this is kind of an extended cold snap. We've got some friends that just came down from Indiana, and they were expecting warm temperatures, and we don't have them yet.
No.
We're going to get in the golf cart. Like she said, the sides will be up. We can put them down, and we can be snug. But for a ride today, we thought we'd leave them up so we can get in and out and film some things for you. We hope you enjoy the ride. While many people covered up their plants, we didn't. Here's a croton. You can see it has some damage for sure. A lot of people cover up their robollinis. This one doesn't show any apparent damage yet, but it may show up later. So this croton looks like it's got some withered leaves. Same here. These are beautiful, very bright colored plants in the summer. We hope they make it, but I don't know. Probably should have covered them up. Do a little walk around to the house. By the way, this is a hose reel that I bought. It costs over $100. So very expensive, but it is a good one. You can see that I've unscrewed the nozzle from the wall, even though this supposedly has some sort of deal that prevents it from freezing and cracking. Here's a hibiscus. Look at that. That was 2 days ago. That was beautiful. Not so much. Here's a box, or that's a holly. The holly looks great. Going toward the back. That is a Bismarck palm. It looks beautiful. Here's a bunch of robollinis along here. They look fine. There's a danger. These palm trees look pretty good. There's some natural discoloration, but it's just a natural thing. As the branches get older, they turn yellow and then brown. Here's Linda's cactus. Looks good, but it's obviously loves the warmer temperatures better than the cold. Over here's some flowers, just like the ones that the villages plants at all the roundabouts and all of the entrances. Got a couple of bromeliads, but look at my elephant ear. I should have taken that inside, shouldn't I? Look how heavy it is. I probably would have gotten a hernia. Here's another elephant ear. How's it look? Doesn't like the cold temperatures. And yet 3 more elephant ears. 1, 2, 3 that didn't do so well. You remember the name of this tree? That's a crepe myrtle. Crepe myrtles can take some really heavy pruning. They lose their leaves. You can see there are no leaves on this tree. That's a look at the vegetation around our house. We'll take another video when everything warms up, and we'll see what made it and what didn't. And we're off.
Got my blanket on my lap.
We're going to go slow today just because of the wind chill. Here's a picture of a family out practicing golf. Oh, he shanked it.
4.
That's a pretty good swing. Oh, here we go. You can see right here, they definitely have their plants covered up.
And these look like store-bought commercial pieces.
Yeah, those are really nice
especially.
covers. You know where we are. We're in the village of Dunedin. That's a Bismarck palm right there. It's what, 10 a.m. in the morning?
Yes.
About 10 a.m. Just going a little bit north of 35 degrees right now. You can see more coverage on the plants.
There's your old sheets.
There, they've just used fitted sheets
Yes.
over the plants, and hopefully they'll be just fine. Linda's pointing her finger. I don't know what that means.
This gentleman used buckets and boxes. Gizmo and I took a walk, and we went down the street. It was about 8 o'clock, and it was cold, of course, and he decided to come back.
Here you can see they have tried to protect that robolini on the corner, and lots of coverage on their plants. But you know, we just passed Ron's house. Remember Ron helped me with the bromeliads? He doesn't have anything covered up. I'm going to bow to Ron's wisdom because he knows a lot more about plants than I do. He did not cover up anything. It's beautiful skies today. Said it's going to get clearer later. Now, in my experience, when it's a wintertime situation and it's clear, it gets colder.
Right.
Now, some of them are native to this area, but frankly, a lot of the pretty ones are not native to this area, and they are in danger of freezing. We have hibiscus. Over here you can see.
Those are crotons,
Yeah, like we showed you.
and I think they're going to be in danger of frostbite. Oh, I got to show you this right here.
What?
These people right here just planted these this week, these trees, these palm trees and bushes. So they're mighty nervous.
I bet they are.
They have spent some big money this last
see
week.
They went with bark mulch, not stone. Wonder if that makes a difference. Keep it recording and we'll look over here. Here's another neighbor that has covered up quite a few things.
Just to get
If you have the materials to cover them and you don't mind doing it, it's wise to do. Over here you can see they've gotten really serious about covering theirs up.
Yeah, quite a bit of work. And it takes time to cover that and put the bungee cords on and snap them around.
I almost didn't see that one. It had camouflage tarp on it.
Over here, they put blankets.
Look at the doggy coming.
Look at that blanket, Jerry, beside you.
Yeah, there's a patchwork quilt.
I didn't get that on camera, but that'd been cute. Somebody went to a lot of trouble to patchwork that piece.
Well, they bought it at Bargains and Blessings.
Maybe. Oh, there you go.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have it thrown outside in the yard.
That's a great idea.
Nobody's grandma slaved over that.
Oh, that tree got.
Well, unless they did it and then it went to an estate sale or something, which
Yeah.
is what's going to happen to all our cool stuff. Things we love, things that we cherish. Someday we'll go to our children. They'll say, I don't want that vase.
Yes, I had some teacups that my grandmother had, small, those little bitty small teacups, And I thought, oh, one day I'm going to have a tea party with my granddaughters, right, or grandchildren.
Hey, look here, this guy's added an extra bathroom on his house.
And I know they're now going for $2 at Bargains and Blessings. And I'm just crying. Some of them may be $4, the highest. And I'm going,
Yeah, we came here to escape this chilliness.
well, at least we don't have snow.
We are on Ivywood right now in the village of Dunedin. Christmas decorations are up. You can see the trees. I showed you JoJo's trees. Really neat. They're not lit up today. So, there we go. Now I think we're on Badger. Again, it's still in the village of Dunedin. You want to go down Valley Brook?
Yes,
We like Valley Brook.
I do. I like this
Pretty street.
Yeah. Wait,
There's a
Sorry.
car coming. Linda saved me.
backseat driver.
She saved me. Here's another one
I yelled,
coming.
wait.
Oh, he's going to turn here. He's telling me to go.
Yes, down here you're not going to see it, but they had a fantastic snowman, probably about 50 feet high, maybe taller.
50 feet high.
It was big. I don't know my feet, but it was pretty big.
You might remember on earlier shows, but it's been more than a year, I'll bet. And by the way, these trees are white. These are JoJo's trees, but look at them. They're
Yes.
white.
Yes.
Pretty. Everybody went with the same motif. In our neighborhood, everybody has the multicolored, but here they've gone with white. And look at these plants all covered up. This is Florida.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to tell you, when you get together with your neighbors, it's best to put the trees all the same direction. You see this one's tilty to the right, the next one's fairly straight, maybe a little tilty left, the next one's tilty to the right. You don't want that.
Let's show those boxes. Somebody's been to Amazon.
Here they've gone with the Amazon cardboard boxes and decorator covers, the black ones.
Oh, I
Nice.
like the water bottles.
And look at this, they got a cowboy holding up one of the covers on the plant there. Really good.
Oh my goodness. Here we over here.
Over here, you see they've got them all lined up.
Yes.
This is still the village. Oh, there it is.
How big is that, you think?
You're recording.
What do you think? How tall is that?
Well, it's not as tall as a house, and I
Yeah.
think the house is probably 25 feet tall, so that's a 20-footer.
Okay. I said
That's
50.
20 feet. Look at that thing.
The grandkids got out and stood in front of it.
Rolls to the-
That is a major snowman. That's Frosty.
That's a big boy.
And he's brought his frost, right? It's his fault we've got the frost.
So I have socks on today.
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, not very many days do I wear
No,
socks down
that's
here.
true.
Oh, there's a big Santa Claus down that street. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll come down there later.
I have my boots on and my wool socks. And my son brought me some wool socks from Peru. So-
Peruvian wool socks.
Yes. And I have an Iceland sweater from my other son. Our son's military, right? They travel everywhere. So I got some cool gifts.
Well, you know that I make wooden boxes from time to time. Not since I've been in Florida, though. And one time he was on duty in Peru. probably the same time you bought your sweater.
Yeah.
And he brought me some really awesome Peruvian wood that I made a box or two out of, and they came out beautiful. And it's extra special because he got them down there when he was with the Marine Corps.
That's right.
At one time, we always told people, if you came into our house, you'd think we needed an intervention because we had dozens and dozens, probably 60 wooden boxes. We love them all. Now this fella made a cover out of a ladder and a tarp, a painting cloth.
That's creative.
There's a Bismarck palm. You see that?
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Nice. This is the corner of Valley Brook and Piney Woods.
This little tree over here was lit up the other night and it was gorgeous.
Yeah, our viewers can't see that, but it was. One common theme to homes here in the villages is the pride that people, at least in this area, take in their homes. You know, one thing I noticed back in Indiana, our subdivision, that's what we call them up there, by the way, subdivision.
Yeah.
Here they call them developments, I think.
Village.
But it was built in the late 1970s and it had restrictions. Those restrictions ran out about the year 2000. And gradually, after those restrictions ran out, so did the love and care that was given to those properties. Did you notice that?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Fences would fall over. Grass would never be quite as good again.
Yeah, new people moved in and they didn't know the restrictions.
Well, boy, that grass is.
I think they shaved it down.
I think they've. Sometimes people will spray a weed killer on grass and kill their entire yard and start again from scratch.
Yeah.
In fact, we've considered doing that because we have a lot of Bermuda in our grass, which we should have Empire zoysia.
Yeah.
Big pine cones, look at those.
Oh, that's 3 pine trees. Nice.
Yeah, you don't see too many pine trees down here, but you do see some. And I'm looking and I'm seeing lots of robelinis that are not covered, just like ours are not covered. Hopefully it'll make it.
There's a cactus.
Yeah, cactus.
Barrel cactus.
You think of cactus as a hot climate plant, but there are plenty of them down here. By hot climate, I mean like desert.
There's a whole bunch. You know, in the desert, the desert gets really cold temperatures at night. So,
I've heard that.
And there's cactuses there, so I guess cactuses have a wide range of temperature adjustment.
Back to Piney Woods and Valley Brook. So I hope you're getting an idea. By the way, we are in the end of December and the grass is still somewhat green. Of course, some of these warm weather grasses, I think, like Bermuda, turn brown. Zoysia turns brown in the winter, but it bounces back just fine in the spring. We still water twice a week. Tuesdays and Saturdays, we turn all of our zones on and water.
We did turn them off during this freeze, though.
Yeah.
We did not want our system. In fact, it was in the paper, Jerry. I saw it or in an email, Dunedin email, telling people to turn off their sprinklers.
Okay, I didn't see that.
It was through the Dunedin group.
We're heading back toward our section now, and you can see that the trees have turned green again.
The handmade trees.
Yeah, the handmade trees by Joe Lostowski, a great citizen down there in Lake Deaton area that makes all these trees. I think he made 435 of those this year, and he said he's going to do it again next year. And you said if you want one, to send him an order through email and he'll put you on the list. They are very reasonable. He barely recovers his expenses.
Yeah. He's a kind gentleman.
Here's an RV. See that?
Visiting relatives.
Visiting relatives for the holidays.
Nice.
that would be great. People visit you and they bring their own bedroom. The wind's not too bad going slow, is it?
No, I'm
doing fine.
comfortable. I am comfortable.
We're back to Ivawood.
I do have a dry eye. It's
You got
weeping.
a dry eye?
A dry eye. This one weeps in the cold, right there. And you're supposed to put drops in a dry eye, even because it's weeping. Weird, huh?
A lot of times we get questions about people parking on the street. No, don't park on the street here. You can park in your driveway, unfortunately, but don't park on the street. You see, that's a spreader right there.
Oh.
Somebody has put out on the curb. A lot of times people put totally, perfectly good things out there,
Yep.
and you're welcome to take them. We found a set of golf clubs that way, didn't we?
We did.
When we first moved here.
You know, there was a thread last night on either Nextdoor or Facebook something. I don't know what it was, but it was talking about giving away free things. It's called Give Something Free.
I saw that. It's
Yeah.
where you just advertise you've got something to give.
Yeah.
First person gets it.
Yeah.
First person that contacts you, you set it out for them.
Yeah. I think that's great.
Corner of Oracle and Ivawood. Oh, we got a lot of candy for Christmas, do we? Cookies and candy and all kinds of goodies.
It was wonderful.
We had the whole family over, and we had turkey and dressing and mashed potatoes and green beans.
We had Thanksgiving meal again.
I'll tell you what, we found some green beans that will float your boat. Let me tell you, they're in a can,
Yeah.
but they're seasoned green beans. They are delicious.
Yes, you don't have to add anything. Otherwise, if I go and get the regular green beans, the generic brand green beans, you have to add all the seasonings and the onions and the beef bouillon cubes. I do.
Bouillon.
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 And it is, it's quite, you have to add all that. Now I don't do it anymore.
you don't
And
have
of
to
course,
add
it's
it.
a little bit more expensive. The can is not cheap. It's
There you
almost,
see some covered up plants. They were meticulous. Look at all those clamps on there.
he's got wires. He's got wire
Yeah.
barricades, or what do you call it? I don't know, structure support.
I'll tell you what else is maybe a little cooking tip.
A cooking tip. Okay.
You buy your gravy in a jar at Walmart or Kroger or Publix or wherever you shop, and that makes everything better. It makes the mashed potatoes better.
Okay, hit the button. This is that was quite a job to get that over the top of that.
Yeah.
Here's another motorhome. That's nice. Winnebago.
But yeah, you put gravy on your dressing, on your mashed potatoes. You put it on your turkey.
There's two of these Winnebago.
Look at this. You got a motorhome right here. Check it out. See it?
Do you know what?
You see it there?
Yeah.
Now watch. I'm just going to turn a little bit here. And you got you another Winnebago. High dollar Winnebago. Travato.
Wow.
And look, as I'm straightening out, look straight ahead. You got you another one.
This is the Winnebago section.
A lot of relatives are traveling.
Nice.
They
Wow.
bought these and then gas went up to $5 a gallon.
Oh, that's a Ram Travato.
Oh, what if they had a diesel? Oh my goodness. That would be super high expensive. And look, up here, you're going to see a car parked on the street. It's totally fine. When you have company,
Yeah,
where else are they going to park? They got to park on the street.
that's right. Well,
But if you buy yourself a 63 Mercury and you want to restore it, we don't want you to park it out on the street.
No.
Work on it in your spare time.
I have one hand in the glove and one hand not. The one I'm touching the camera with doesn't have a glove because it doesn't work too well with the glove. My fingers are getting a little cold.
Well, we'll get you back home then. We don't want you to get too cold because you got to fix lunch. What are we having for lunch?
Probably turkey.
Turkey.
Turkey sandwich.
I love it though. You got any gravy left?
We got gravy
You
left.
got gravy lamb?
We also have chicken pot pie.
What kind of desserts do we have for lunch?
Oh, we got tres leche or something.
Huh?
Tres leche and pineapple upside down.
Ooh, pineapple upside down cake is really good. This cold weather's for the birds. But it'll be over here soon, and then we'll be back to bliss.
Yeah,
Let's go home.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Interesting.
Yes. Yeah. There are lots of blankets and old sheets, and make sure you have a couple of those handy.
Yeah, like we said, we've decided to let nature take its course, and if it kills our plants, we'll get something back in there that can take this. We're in zone 9A and 9B, and we're not quite tropical yet, so tropical plants don't do well here. But we hope you enjoyed the ride.
If you liked our video today, please press that like and subscribe button. Until next time.
See you when you get here.